day 11 of SR, and today we're going to talk about, um, I just started day 11, so I'm on like hour 3. I can't go to sleep, so I'm making a video for you guys. But yeah, we're going to talk about just the benefits so far. Some things have changed, other stuff have not changed much. Uh, I notice energy increase with physical exertion, spiritual energies also increased. And also I noticed um noticed my hair getting brighter, my glow kind of coming in like even more than like previous on this streak. I noticed the face change is pretty vast. You can kind of see, whew, dude, like pretty vast. SR is like no joke, dude. Like this journey is pretty substantial in like the differences that you're gonna feel like as a person, just like in general. Like you're gonna feel very high on life. Just like life is like a video game kind of, just you're having fun in life in general. So I noticed physical exertion on day 10. I did 50 sets in the gym. I pushed 30 at the beginning of that. And then I also did 20 sets later on. I just did like 20, just like chilling. I pushed a lot of sets on just one machine today. And well, honestly, I kind of forgot the machine that I pushed the sets on. But I noticed that you can, even on one machine on retention, like you can just push more and more sets on like just one machine, which is pretty cool. It's a really fun experience. It's a very like euphoric experience too. Training, like I said, training is very fun on retention in general. Weight training is very fun in a general sense. But I noticed that even on day 11, like I was trying to raise my vibration with meditation on a tree. I touch on the tree, and usually what I do is a practice of like, it's either like green, plants, green plant, like trees, or tree wood, or tree like, uh, you know, trees in general, like the material in tree, like the green on the trees. If you touch any of this stuff, like you can like breathe in and out, and you're gonna feel definitely different. I notice like visual perception differences, like every time I do that. Every time you meditate or pray, also prayer is also like key. Praying also can raise your vibration a lot. And like I said, I feel my brain power increasing on this journey faster than ever. I feel like my perception is very different on this streak in general. Yeah, the energy is increasing, like the physical, like I said, I have like energy for like a long time. I can, even at the job that I was at, like on day uh 9, I could just like talk to people for a while, and just like not get tired. Like my voice didn't feel tired. I felt like I could like my energy, my focus on working while working a job is like super increased, pretty substantially, pretty noticeably increased. So it's pretty substantial jump in energy, I would say. But I'd say also it's very intimidating to people. I go to the gym and people like look at you like, bro, what's this guy doing? Like they look at you like they on lower streaks, they'll kind of like mean mug you, like mean mug look at you like, bro, what is this dude doing? And then, I'll give them like a dirty look, and then they'll just like stop mean mugging. They'll just like run away. And then when you get on longer streaks, you go to the gym or whatever, you go to like all these places. Usually the gym, they don't even do that anymore. They're such pussies that they can't even do that. They're cowards, right? These people are cowards at the end of the day, and you should shit on them, like, energetically, because they deserve it. If you're gonna mean mug, then fuck off. Like, I don't need to see your face. You just get out of here. You know what I mean? Just like, that's what you're gonna have like the energy of like, it's way different than just the normal self-improvement community in general. Like, you talk about like the looks maxing community, or the gym, the people who are even lean community, right? Like, people who talk about like being fit, or like physically fit slash lean, like this, like bodybuilding community. Like these people are basically you're going to be outpacing these people as well on retention. You're going to be looking better than these people on retention. You're going to be looking better than people who have better facial or like body genetics on retention. And your face is going to look better than people who work out and are more muscular than you as well. That's what I noticed as well. But there's a lot of high vibrational people that you're going to meet that might be on retention, might not be. There was these two dudes at this guy that came to the job. He's like, bro, you look like fit, dude. You look like cut. And he was just saying like all these compliments to me, just like gassing me up, bro. Like, dude, you're like cut. You look like good, bro. I'm like, bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. This guy looked better. Obviously, this guy looked insane. And he wasn't as cut as me. I was like leaner than him, but he was lean, dude. Like, but he said, yeah, you have like broad shoulders, and it's like, dude, yeah, it's the retention, bro. It's the retention. Like, the retention just changes your body drastically. Like, compared, you're outpacing everybody on retention, to such an extreme degree that people are going to think that are going to be very shocked when they see you. And then this other guy came, and he was in the store too, and he's like asking like, hey man, what's your goal with this? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just trying to push this as far as I can. Basically, I'm trying to push this as far as possible. And that's what I was telling him. And he's like, okay, I got you. And he's like, and then this guy put me on the calisthenics. Of course, I didn't listen. I just want to go to the gym. I don't want to do calisthenics. Like, honestly, I could just like get more and more cut, more lean down without calisthenics. I don't need to do that. I notice my facial fat on my face or in my body in general is going way down like each day, as well. But my face is looking definitely more muscular. Like, it's very like dense though. It's like the facial density increases on retention like vastly. Like, it's firm. It's very like testosterone. It's like high testosterone that is like increasing on retention. And people are going to be intimidated, but you shouldn't worry about these so-called silly benefits that people talk about. People talk about on retention a lot, right? They'll be like, oh, the women attraction, which is the lowest of the low. Like, that's the lowest shit I've ever heard. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Like, the lowest of the low point, like, you can make on about retention. Like, people talk about the gym, you're getting leaner, you're getting like bigger. It's not really about that. It's not really even about the spiritual. It's about you bettering your life to such an extreme degree that you're becoming a new person. You're becoming a different person, and that's all that matters, is that it's who, at the end of the day, are you a retainer or are you not a retainer? It's about energy. Energy is the most important thing, and the more energy, the better off you're going to be. And on retention, you have a energy advantage. So energy is what matters the most. It's what gets things done. What I'm talking about: brain power, spiritual energy, increased focus, increased concentration, increased physical exertion. Like, all these things, increased meditation, increased concentration when talking to other people, having better conversations with people. Like, you wouldn't believe the type of people who, get into my life, people who actually like love themselves more. They are very, very kind people that I talk to these days, instead of just like, and your standards increase so high on retention that people who have a high standard don't even match up to you anymore, which is, that's very fascinating to me. Like, even people who I'll have a friend who, he hits the gym, still not as lean as me, still has the belly fat going on, was intimidated by me. Subconsciously, you can tell that these people are intimidated by you. Subconsciously, you can pick up on these people. I can pick up on people's energy right away. Like it's so interesting. And you can also pick up on when people are thinking about you too. There's this other retention YouTuber who talked about this, right? Who's, by the way, he's a clown. I'm not gonna lie. This guy is a literal clown. All he talks about, I'm gonna get into it in a second. But he's basically, there's this girl I went to a Christian camp with, and I'm like, why am I thinking about this girl now? It's because on retention, you leave your energy is so high that you leave a mark on it. And I'm not talking about, this is spiritual energy. It's not just physical. The spiritual energy is powering the physical energy. It's way deeper than you think. Retention is not just about avoiding lust. It's about how much spiritual energy that you're retaining is how much power you're going to have in this computer simulation, this reality that we're in general, right? The computer simulation is changing because you're on retention. So I was noticing my thoughts were pulling, like you can kind of feel it in your head, like your brain is activating more when someone's thinking about you. And so this girl was thinking about me, and I was like, okay, well, she's thinking about me right now. What's going on with that, right? So but no, she was thinking about me. And yeah, dude, I mean, and the guy who mentioned this, it is true, but so it's this guy who he's a Giga Chad. Like, he's a Giga Chad. He's an African American black dude. He's a Giga Chad, right? And again, I'm just describing it. I have no problem with like anybody of any, like, a lot of black people black dudes in general do retention. For some reason, it's a like very disproportionate amount. I noticed online, which is kind of an interesting thing that I notice about people. A lot of black dudes do retention, man. It's because they're trying to find their way. They're just trying to like there's a lot of light dudes who do it too. There's a lot of, but dude, if black dudes who do retention, man, they're built different. I'm telling you right now, they grew up in hard circumstances and they're built different. Like, obviously you can't compare to Ren though. He's like the most built, and he's like Asian or something. Yeah, something like that, right? Asian dude. But this guy, and you know who I'm talking about. He's like the most Giga Chad looking dude you'll ever see. He has at least 10K subs, so we know who we're talking about. Like 10K, doesn't have enough as Ren. Like, he's like 12K. Like, I'm not gonna say the amount, but dude, if you're just talking about women attraction all the time, are you even doing retention, bro? Like, that's the thing that I'm talking about. It's like, how much of a clown are you that the only thing that you're not going to talk about the visual benefits, the spiritual benefits. He's talked about before. You're not talking about the spiritual benefits more. You're not about the physical benefits. You're not going to talk about, you're just going to talk about how you intimidate people and women attraction, and like, that's it. Oh, I intimidate more people. Oh, I have women attraction. So who cares, dude? Like, if you're actually serious about this journey, then you're not going to be talking about shit that doesn't matter. Okay? And stop being a clown. And grow a pair of balls and get to shit. Okay? Get shit done. Not talk about how women attraction is the highlight of your world. That's not the highlight of your world. It's cool. Dude, there's this girl who wants to hang out with me at nighttime on Wednesday. I'm like, You know what? Fuck it. Like let's hang out. Let's hang out. I'm not gonna. Of course, she might be like wanting to have sex, but if she does, I'm not gonna do it. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna chill at my park, hang out, because she's a cool person. It's not because she's a woman, dude. So again, if you're a clown on retention and your highlight is women attraction, and he said he said he was edging too, and yeah, I'm gonna call him out, bro. If you're edging, you're a clown. You're a clown. I have no respect for that at all. I do not edge on my streaks anymore, and it's for a reason. And it's for a reason. It's because your brain is not processing at the same information. The thing is, if you want this journey, you want it. If you don't, you don't. It's just that simple. If you're using your brain power to fuck off and talk about how oh yeah, we got this women attraction, and it's so normal now. Who cares? So many women stare at me like you wouldn't believe the top of the line women like PSL 8 like in looks. Like they look at me, and I consider myself probably PSL 7 at this point, PSL 6.5, something like that, like Chad Light, right? I'm not like Chad yet, so I'm pretty close to that. There are women who are 2 looks level above me who think I'm hot. And I'm not joking when I say that. There's people who say a lot of shit online where they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well women, you can't get women more attractive than you." Really? Stop lying, bro. These people who are looks maxers are delusional, bro. You are delusional if you think that. Like if you actually believe that, grow some balls, retain, and more women like you. They don't like you because you're not retaining. That's the reason they don't like you. You don't even attract ugly women. And that's saying a lot, bro. So just remember that these looks maxers are losers. Not all of them. Not all of them. I'm not saying Clavicula is a loser. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that most of these guys are losers. Okay? And I'm not going to name names, but this dude who talks about, who over exaggerates, oh, no, it's impossible to find an attractive. No, it's not, dude. You can attract attractive women because, again, semen retention is being fit in general, even if you're not on retention, is a status equalizer. It doesn't matter that you have money or not. People respect you more than people who have money. You can still get more respect than people who have money. You can get more women than people who have money. It doesn't matter. So just remember that people will respect you on retention more than if you're broke on retention. They will respect you more than if you're rich and you're not on retention. Not a debate anymore. It's not a debate. It's not like, oh, they don't respect. No, of course they do. Like, what are you talking about? Energy is the only thing that matters. Nothing else. Just remember that. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. But don't listen to these looks maxers, bro. They don't know anything. They're just liars, bro. All they do is a lie, and they probably believe what they're saying, but they're lying to themselves, man. Like, or they're lying to the public. They're making a fake reality in which they think it's impossible to find a woman who's not promiscuous, or oh, they have these high standards. I mean, only if you think so. Your mind creates the reality. If you think women don't have a high standard, then they don't have a high standard that it's impossible to meet. If you think that women have standards that are fine, that you can meet, then you think that women's have okay standards. So it really is about like manifestation and about changing your reality for the better. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and have a good one. Peace out, guys.